Hello everyone, Jacob Snow here, bringing you the first Custom Sunday video in what feels like forever. Life kind of went crazy on me, but that's neither here nor there. For today's Custom Sunday video, I recommend that you use a 3/8 brush. This one has been used so much of late that its markings have faded off. But that is what the top will look like. You will also need, for this paint job, a jug of paint of the color you want. For this particular video, we will be using Palmer Paints Brown. It doesn't tell you Burnt Umber. Yeah, Palmer Paints Burnt Umber. And what we are going to do in this video is we are going to take this character's hair. She's a new sorceress I'm working on. We are going to change it from black, which like too many of my characters in Albion have black hair. We are going to change it to brownish. A single character in Albion has brown hair. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your paintbrush, dip it in and get a decent amount of paint on it, like that. Oh, hold on, let me move something real quick. I got all these other paints from a project I was in earlier. It's neither here nor there. And what you're going to do is you are going to just slightly brush it on there. But you have to do this slowly. Okay, you cannot do this fast. If you do it fast, you might accidentally get it all over her face. Like I just did. Right there. Next to her eye. That's okay. It's mostly normal. You're going to want to turn the action figure. Paint the back, which is a lot easier to paint than the front, let me tell you. Get more paint as needed. I usually get my paint from the rim before I try plunging it in. Hold on, giving the camera a second to refocus. Hold on. Don't know how to get it to do that. Let's get a really clear picture of my fingers. I guess that'll have to do. Okay, there we go. There you go, Mr. Camera. Oh, hold on. That'll work. Really, this is the brightest burnt umber I've ever seen. Of course, I might be thinking of burnt sienna. It's a color I do not use very much. I did use it in another mod though, for it does a really good boot. If you want the classic brown boots, go with Palmer Paints Burnt Umber. I do not know where this paint was purchased. I wasn't the one who bought it, but I'm fairly certain, sorry about that, it was in a craft store, a specific craft store, because I've never seen Palmer Paints at my local Walmart. So that's how you paint an action figure's hair. A different color using acrylic paint. Now the reason you're going to want to use acrylic paint, and that's pretty much all that is on this action figure, this gold was the folk art metallic antique gold. The reason you're going to want to use acrylic though is because of this. With enough work, it just comes right off. You can just scrape it off with your thumb, or you can use, you can find it at Walmart, 70% isopropyl alcohol. It comes in these big bottles that look kind of like a paint bottle, but they're a lot bigger. You're going to want to be careful when you get it. It is toxic stuff, but you use it, and you take a solution, make it just a dash of the ice purple, and dilute it with water. Drop whatever you're wanting to take the acrylic paint off of, and it will loosen up the acrylic paint, and then you just take a regular washcloth and scrub it, and the acrylic paint will be gone. It doesn't really affect the paint that was on the action figure originally either, which is one of the reasons I endorse using it, because it has rescued my action figures from destruction many a time. Stand up now, I know you can do it. Now, I don't have a name for this character yet. I'm thinking something like Arya or something like that. But that remains to be seen what I will call her. I'm just kind of giving you a showcase of how she looks now. Her component parts are a lot of expenses. To build an action figure similar to this one, you'll need the Dina Shan action figure from the Star Wars 2 pack that they had, like 10, no, it couldn't have been 10 years ago. Well, several years ago, sufficiently. And you will also need the DC Multiverse series Harley Quinn action figure, which is where we got that particular facial appearance. You'll also need Folk Art Metallic Gold, and if you're wanting to give her black hair, I highly recommend Folk Art Metallic Sequin Black. It's a very good color. For those of you who don't want to dip into your jug of paint, you'll find after you've shaken your paint, there is paint in the lid of the container. You can dip your brush in that just as easily without having to worry about, like, if you're mixing colors, it will contaminate the entire jug. Now, everything you see here that's painted on her, this gold, that was done using this brush. You see this black design on her shirt. Hold on. 1 second. Setting up the tripod again. You see on her shirt design? That was also done by hand, based on a Sisters of Battle tribute that I found on YouTube. It's really good looking armor, and I now realize that it's not even. When you're putting a design on something, you want the design to be as even as possible. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this. It's the cap of the other sequin black that I have, which is Folk Art, not artist color, but just Folk Art metallic sequin back. I picked this up in the strangest of all places, at a thrift shop. I'm going to take that. We're just going to kind of lift her arm here, because it's kind of in the way. And there's that. And on this side, it's not even because it's missing the diagonal one here. That's actually a pretty cool appearance. So we're going to do that over here too. Alright, there we go. Now her armor is even. Sorry about that. But the two action figures that I just listed off for you, Dina Shan and Harley Quinn, those are only the core aspects, the main outfit she is wearing, and the facial cosmetic. Her hands that came with the original Dina Shan action figure could not be sword to save their lives. So we are using here one Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra hand, and one Thorin Oakenshield from The Hobbit. And those are two hands that are really good at pretty much whatever you want to put in. And so that's why they are used here. I can show you one more mod, but here's the thing. This mod is somewhat dangerous. So if you are a younger viewer, get one of your parents right away so they can watch this with you, and so they'll know how to do it. If you're an older viewer and simply don't like the risk of, cutting your hand, you can just stop the video right now, give us a thumbs up, check out the link below for a visit to our Legends of Albaden website, which shows you how to play the game and everything like that. Also has pretty cool pictures of action figures on it. I'm working on adding more robust showcase offerings, so I'm going to give you guys a minute to back out if you're not into this potentially hazardous modification, and bear in mind, this is dangerous, so you have been warned. I'm not liable if you injure yourself doing this. Okay, I've given you substantial enough time. Here goes. One thing that does not fit in Albaden is a holster. A holster has no place in Albaden. So, possibly the most dangerous part of Modifiers' job to remove something using this. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it, you're going to put it at the holster, and you're going to push, sort of like peeling a potato. See, that's what makes it dangerous. I almost cut my finger there. See, that's how it should look when you're doing this. It's particularly dangerous, because if it jerks, it's going to hit your thumb. There it goes. And almost got it. Wish this camera had a focus feature that I could do it manually. Okay. There, the holster is mostly off. You can continue pairing, until you get it as flat as you would like. That is what it will look like. There we go. Miraculously nice to have actual perspective. Yeah, see on the back there? Still got a little bit of leftover. I was painting something very blue before I did this video. While my camera was charging, so that's why my fingers are blue. So there she is, and I cut that holster off because, like I said, it didn't fit at all. Now, a more advanced thing that you can do with your blade of modifying, and bear in mind, all blade ideas are hazardous, so don't try them lightly if you're not going to be careful with what you're doing. I don't want you to get hurt. A more advanced thing you can do with it is what I did with, here she is, this figure. She was a core faction rivals figure. One of the few core girls that they put out. They've only put out 2. I wish they'd put out more. I switched to the noggin, of course, because the original one was interesting looking. Snakebite was the core body. And I've painted a little blue tattoo there. It's that same brush that I showed you all earlier. And I've just done a lot of cosmetic work to it. Most importantly, however, you'll notice from a side shot, that looks a little blocky. Remember why that is? It's because Core did something really, I'm not even going to sugarcoat, did something really lame with their female figures. They took the female figure and they added these weird little cargo pouches right on their stomach. I don't know about you, but I have had a hoodie pocket full of them before I've tried bending over. It hurts. It does not work properly if your hoodie pocket is full of things. Usually what's in the hoodie pocket will fall out. So, Lamar or Leonard Toys, if you're watching this, do us a favor and give them an actually reasonable suit of combat armor. Okay, please? Really. The cargo pouches right there just kill the action figure for me. What you can do, and what I did do with this one, I just haven't gotten around to doing with the other one yet, is to very carefully pair along here. Now, if you're not careful, this can jab you, or worse yet, it can mess up the action figure. But if you're careful, you don't have to worry about that. I hope you've all enjoyed the longest Custom Sunday video I have ever run, aside from the outfitting characters, and I look forward to the next Custom Sunday video I can do. I've enjoyed doing these immensely, and like I said, life just got crazy for me lately, so I've been having a hard time finding a time to film. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a big thumbs up. I hope you subscribe to our channel and check out our website. Again, there's a link to that in the description below. God bless you all.